Hello, Cherries. Welcome to Live Cherry Sunday, episode 252. And in today's video, I'm going to show you how to spice up your blues using 2-5-1s. It's really a cool thing. So I got a little loop here. I'll give you a little example of what I'm going to do here. It's just a 12-bar blues in the key of G. And I'm going to do a little 2-5-1 turnarounds in here. So check this out. Here's the progression. G. It's a regular 12-bar blues. Five chord, four chord. All right, so that is the idea right there. I just created this on my RC5 loop station right there. So if you're enjoying this so far, hit that like button, ring the bell for notifications, subscribe to the channel. I'll give you a round of applause. All right. So we're doing a 2-5-1 in the key of G. So let me explain here to you what the 2-5-1 is exactly. We got a G chord. And the G is the 1 chord, right? So say G is 1. In the major scale, you have 7 notes. I'll give you on the big screen right here. 7 notes. Diatonic to the key of G. So if you had the major scale, you would have, you know, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then the octave again. So the 2, 1, 2 would be A, 3, 4, 5, D would be 5, actually. The A would be 2, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. G is the 1, A is the 2, 3, 4, 5. D is the 5. So the 2 chord is going to be minor. So you got a minor 7, A minor 7. The 5 chord is the dominant chord. Back to G, which would be a G major 7 if you're going diatonically here. So it would sound like a jazzy. It's a nice resolution right there, a nice cadence, you know, playing these chords together. But the thing about this is that in the context of the blues, you know, we don't really play the major 7th as a 1 chord. We play more of a dominant 7th. But you could do the same thing. The same thing applies. You could play the 2, which is A. You know, if this G7 right here is the 1 chord now in the blues, which it is, we're going to play the 2, which is an A minor 7, D, 7, again, back to G7. So that's the cadence of the blues, 2-5-1. And the cool thing about this is that this this cadence can be moved around different places. So we want to use this to create a cadence going to the 4 chord. So it's a 2-5-1 going to the 4, which would be this C chord. So then you'd have to think of what's the 2, 5, and the 1 of the C. Because we already know that this, in G, this 2, 5, 1 is a strong cadence going to G. But if we want that strong cadence going to C, then you got to play the 2, 5 of the C chord. So it's really, really simple. So if you just played it here, here's the C7. The 2, we'll play the major scale. You know that C7 is now the 1, so the 2 would be D. 2 chord is D minor. So 2, 3, 4, 5, a G, with G7 would be the 5 to the C. So you would have a D minor 7, a G7 to a C7. Right there. And that would be your cadence going to the 4 chord. So it would be. So over this blues progression would sound like this. Check it out. I'll show you. Here. Starting off on progression, you get G. And you would do it on a 2, 3, 4, ba, boo, ba, ba, ba. So on the fourth bar, over the G chord, I'm going to play a D minor 7, a G7. I mean, you're already on G7, so it's nothing out of the norm right there. Because this G7 is going to want to go to the C. So it sounds like this. 3. Here we go. See how that wants to pull to it? And we're going to do some altering of the 5 chord, and it's going to make it even more of a more tension going into the root chord here, into the 4 chord. So you have the 2, 5, 1. Now, going back to the 1 chord, going back to G7 right here, we want to do the same thing. We want to go like we started off doing, the 2, 5, 1 into G. So it's an A minor 7 to a D7 to a G7. So the whole progression would be like this. G7. So we're back to it. 5 chord. So, one more time on this turnaround right here. Second bar, third bar. And here's the 2, 5, 1 to D. I mean to C. C. And immediately I'm going to do a 2, 5, 1, A minor, D7, G. So once I went to the 4 chord, the 2, 5, 1, so 5. Now I have to do it on the next bar on the 6th bar. Back to there. So you have to kind of know where in the progression you're doing this from. So you have the 1. I'll count the bars with you. 1, 2, 3. Now on the 4th bar, the turnaround. 5. On the 6th bar. 7. 5 chord. 10. Let's count it one more time. 1, 2, 3. The turnaround. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9, 10, 11, 12 bar blues. So that's the progression, that's the count. The count. 1 bar. All right. So hopefully you're enjoying this. If you are, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. I go live every Sunday, and this is really, really cool. I mean, gives you a whole new sense of harmony, and gives you some ideas that instead of just playing, within the pentatonic scale, gives you a little bit more options here to, to have a good time and kind of like seeing the harmony of what you're doing in here, and really spices up things a little bit. So, drinking some coffee here today, my Italian espresso. And what else would you rather do on a Sunday? So play guitar and play the blues, right? So, now, what you can normally do if you don't think about the 2-5-1, you could just play something like, you would normally just target the G7 chord to the C. Keep playing C. To the D chord. So here you're not doing any, there's no movement right here. You're just kind of staying on the G7, which is cool too. What's kind of cool about this movement here, that it just gives you a little bit of a reharmonization of the blues right there. And let me show you this lick of what we're doing. It's a really, really cool lick. And now that's the beauty of it. Instead of playing just the chords over the turnarounds, you're going to play little runs that highlight the chords. So you're kind of reimagining or reharmonizing what you would normally play there. So if you're playing just the pentatonic scale or the blues scale, when it goes to that fourth bar, when I play the D minor and the G, a half a bar each, 1, 2, 3, 4, into the 4 chord. Instead of playing the D minor chord, you could play a little arpeggio, a little run, which I did, which was like this. I took this pattern right here of the D minor, the 5th, the 3rd, and the root right here, up into the 7th degree. So the riff over D minor is like this, and when it plays the G7, I go down to the 3rd of G. Now here's where the fun comes in. Instead of playing the G7 chord, I played a G sharp right there, and it adds a little bit more tension. It adds what it really is, it's a flat 9 into the 4 chord, into the C. So the lick is like, pretty cool stuff right there. So yeah, if you're enjoying this, hit that like button. Hello, Buzz Tone. Give you a round of applause. Better late than never. Yeah, that is true. That's the saying right there. Better late than never. What do they say? 95% of it is just showing up, right? That's what you did. So thank you very much, Buzz Tone. what else would you rather be doing on a Sunday besides playing guitar, playing some blues? So really cool, and it's really cool to see the harmony in there, because you're on a G chord right there, and you're doing you're not playing in G, so to speak. Jeffrey Boyle, give a round of applause. You're playing on the G, then all of a sudden you're taking your mind out of G for a second, and you're playing D minor. There's a few ways you could think about it. It's like you're playing the G7 chord, all your cool licks in G. And then all of a sudden, you could break out into a D minor, back into the G major. And there's all kinds of 2-5-1 licks that you can do. And then once you go back to the G, you don't have to go back to what the licks that you were playing, because you could alter now. I mean, you could alter it before, but now, because you got out of G major for a second, now you could take that and just take the G and just make it a G sharp. But keep the rest of the notes. Keep the third of G, the fifth, the seventh, and look, chromatically, into the third of the 4 chord. But you played that altered note, back into it. So you played it just long enough for it to kind of twist people's ear. Over the G, it's going to sound like here's a G chord. It's a great chord. It's just a sharp, it's a flat 9 chord is what it is. Like here's a G chord, right? That we all know and love, right? This G chord. But look, if I play this G sharp, ooh, it sounds wicked, doesn't it? Sounds bad now, but in the context of so nice it goes into that, because it drops to the note of the next chord. It's like a nice passing tone. So you're coming out of the D minor lick. And I'm trying to set up for chromaticism here. So I'll go. Now, right below the 7th is the third of the 5 chord. And here it is again. There's lots of variations you could do of that, but that's a really simple one that you could learn and get under your finger. And then going back, once you're on D, you want to play A minor, D7, back to G. So what I'm doing over the A is I'm playing an A minor triad going down, the 5th, 3rd, root, 7th, to the 3rd of the 5 chord. Actually, the 3rd, the 5th, the 7th. So I'm picturing this shape right here, this D7. 3, 5, 7. There's a sharp 9 again. Same thing. So here's that chord. Goes nicely back into the 1 chord again. So I'm altering just by one note. You see this shape, it's a C shape. D, C7 shape. Take this, here's the octave. But if you go up a half step, it wants to go back down to here, to a note of the 1 chord. So that's just the lick. It's very jazzy. And the whole progression sounds like this. So, doing a little 2-5-1 in here. Keep it simple. You could play it more all over the place, but I think that, cheers. Starting off with just in two places. It's really, really cool. What are you drinking out there? I got my coffee, Italian espresso beans that I grind up myself and pour hot water over. And it's coming to the last drop, but at least I have some. Usually I'm out by this time, by 12:21. So it's a nice brisk day here in Brooklyn, New York. And the weather outside is nice and cool, but I had my air conditioning on because it's that time of the year where they start putting the heater on and have no control over it. I have the pipes. I have 3 pipes in my house that get hot. So I actually had my air on. It was like 40-something degrees out, and I had the air conditioning on. Because I have to close the windows so that you don't hear the ambulances and fire trucks and, cop cars going by. Hey, it is Brooklyn, New York. What can I say? So, yeah, playing the blues. Easy to do, easy to play, hard to feel. Right? Didn't Jimi Hendrix say that? So hopefully you're doing good today so far on this Sunday. We got some football coming up. The Steelers are playing. God, we need a win really bad. Playing against a really good team in the Colts. But, so doing some guitar. And so any questions about this stuff, please let me know. I don't really use it all that much, but it's nice to be able to do it and to understand it. And once you really kind of dig into it, it's really a lot of fun to understand what's happening here in these 2-5-1s. When I was first starting guitar, I used to do some crazy thing that made no sense. But now, as I got older, I go I didn't even know what this was. I was playing it when I was just starting, and it was 2-5-1s. Really bad. I just thought it sounded cool. And it's really just the resolution, and I'm altering the chord, so it's a 2-5-1. See if it's in G or in C right here. It's D minor 7. I'm just moving that one note down. The third. Here's the D. Give you a little closer up look. Here's the D. So here's the D minor, the third. So a 9 chord. The G. And I'm altering that. See that I'm playing like a sharp 5 there from the 13. It goes nicely into. Crosses that chromaticism. Hard to get to that chord. But we're not going to the C major 7. We're going to a C dominant chord. Sorry, up there you can't see. You see that? So, really cool. Go Steelers. That's what Jeff is saying, and I agree with you. Thank you very much. We need all the help we can get. It sounds like Autumn Leaves, but yeah. Yeah, very jazzy. Autumn Leaves is a great one. And yeah, lots of this 2-5-1 stuff in that, for sure. And so there's lots of different things you could do and you could see in here, but the main thing that I want to really express here, is that, to get yourself out of the regular pentatonic shapes. staying inside one thing. When we get to that fourth bar, you could play the D minor back to the G, alter. Look, I did it up here. You know, there's lots of different places you can play that G sharp. Here's the D minor. Look, here's the G sharp. Like, when would you play that normally if you're playing the G pentatonic scale? You know? You know, it's like nice and jazzy. You can get away with it. You know? So you got this lick. The D, then go back. There it is again. And then do all your licks that you like. 5-chord, 4-chord. Any questions about this stuff, let me know. Give you a round of applause. Playing some blues here. All right, playing some blues for you here. So get that lick under your fingers and move it around all over the place. And take it in different positions, different 2-5-1s in different places, you know, starting up here. You know, you got 2-5-1s here. 5 right there. What's going on here? A minor, A7 right here. Oh, I'm in G, no wonder. So we played it here, the 1 chord. We play the 2-5. There. So, hopefully you're getting something out of this here today. If you are, hit that like button. Any questions, let me know. Playing guitar on a Sunday. What else would you rather do? Where else would you rather be than here, right now? Getting all caffeinated up. All right. How are we doing with the tuning? Are we in tune still? Close enough for rock and roll? Close enough for blues? How's that one? A little sharp? Sounds good there. How about that one? Right? Close enough for blues. So, yeah. So we're taking this progression, just a simple 12-bar blues in G, and you can move it around to any progression you want. That's the beauty of this, is that you could do it in A, do it in B, do it in C, do it in D, whatever. Just move the licks around, you know. Try to remember where the counts are in here, you know, where it's, check it out. We got the 1, I'm riffing. 3, here's the 4, now how do it? So on that 4th bar of the blues, you're still banging on G, then go to the D minor. It's a 2-5-1 to C, but you could also think of it, to keep it simple, think of it as a 5 minor. A lot of people talk about this stuff as 5 minor. Well, what's a 5 minor? Well, if you're in G on a G7 and you play the 5th degree, or here, which is the D note, you could play a minor triad right there, or arpeggio. You know, it's the same thing here. You could play a minor pentatonic scale. So check it out. Whoops. That wasn't a good example right there. Check this out. So, you know, so you've always been able to play that D minor pentatonic. So it's like a 5 minor. Into a G, which you could alter. Or you don't have to even alter it. You can just do something like that. So I didn't alter it right there at all. I just played a regular G7 lick. But isn't it cooler to go, you know, like this? You know? Same thing here. All right. Jeffrey Boyle. I picked up a Chubby Checker Best Of record on Parkway label. That is so cool. All right. I've got a ton of CDs from back in the old days when I played with Chubby. That's the way I learned most of the show, you know. Actually, I learned the show when I joined the Chubby Checker band. Hello, Dana Leighton. Back in 2008, a round of applause. I learned the show, the whole show, from a CD, a live concert that he did in Ottawa, which is in Canada. I guess it's up by Toronto. And it was a great show that they did like a year earlier, maybe 2 years earlier, 2006. So I learned it from a bunch of great guys that were in the band at the time. And I still have that CD, you know. If I ever play with them again, I'll break out the CD and just run the whole show, because that's pretty much what it is. The show hasn't changed in like 50 years. But a lot of, you know, he's done a lot of music since then, and we've thrown in some newer stuff. And it was what an experience. Morning from Seattle. Oh, is that where you are, out in Seattle? Okay. Oh, it's so beautiful out there. Every time I go out to Seattle, it's just amazing there. You know, when I see the Space Needle out there. And of course, it's always raining. So we're playing some blues here today. And not just the blues, we're taking it to the next level of the blues, which is adding a 2-5-1 in there. So, you know, you would never really think of when you're banging out in G, you know, you're playing like a bar band blues. You're just playing the G pentatonic scale. You know? You know, it goes to the C, you're just still in G minor pentatonic. And on the D chord, the 5 chord. You know, still just G minor pentatonic. But now we're kind of thinking a little bit more advanced, and we're taking it to the next level, which would be to think of on the 4th bar, playing D minor, back to the G, and then altering one of the notes, and then targeting the 4 chord right there. Instead of just playing random notes on G minor pentatonic, right? I'm thinking of a, or, which is pretty cool right there. Just to, you know, you don't need to. It sounds a little more sophisticated. It's good. Like the first pass around, you could just play, you know, to the 4 chord. Maybe the next time you go, That sounds like, wow, like where'd that come from? So the first time around, in the next turn, I could do something like. Right? Going off the deep end like I tend to do a lot. So yeah, and then coming back, take that when you're on the 4 chord. You normally play pentatonic, which has a sound to it. But what about this one? Depends on the timing of the feel of how you're doing it. Or just a regular from the C chord. Something like that. Or so it's a little jazzier, and all I did was play something off the A minor and something off the D7 to the G7. D minor. A minor. I did like a, look, here's A minor triad. And I went back and forth from the 7 to the 3rd of the D7 chord. 3, 5, 7, up to our arpeggio. Sharp 9 right there. It's that tension right there over the C, over the D chord. Wants to go nicely to there. So it caused a little bit of tension there. It's just a sharp 9. All it is the it's the root note up a half step. So here's the chord. D chord. And the C shape. If I take this note and play it up here, it wants to go nicely. It wants to go back. It's like you're taking it away from its home, wants to go back here. Well, it just so happens is this note is a target note in G. It's the 5th. G. So it sounds like this. So I'm doing a lot of the same licks because I'm trying to get it right at least once. So, no, all kidding aside, but all seriousness aside, it's a good lick because it's something you can move around and play everywhere. And it's just emphasizing the target notes. I'm getting a little bit more comfortable, and I kind of came up with this my own lick right here, like our new lick right here. You know, I moved it around. Like before, I was playing it more like. Now I'm getting more loose with it, so it's like. You know, I did that, so I just kind of built off of that. That's kind of stiff, as opposed to. You know what I mean? And that's pretty cool. I think so. What do you think? I think it's the next level of the blues. You know, it's a very simplistic way too to sound a little bit more sophisticated with it, and opens up your musicality all over the fretboard. You know, it's great to take it in different areas all over the neck as well. Instead of playing just here, it's your 4-chord. You know, like I was doing before, do it all over here. You know? This area right here in the C shape. Alter right there to the 4-chord. Then you want to go back to the A. Then. Take it around all the different shapes in the cage system, where you have the one here. Take all the different G shapes everywhere. G shapes here, G shape here, G shape up here, to the 4-chord, 5-chord. G. So, having a good time here playing some blues. Any questions about this stuff, please let me know. So, in fact, if you have any questions, yeah, please let me know here. And I recommend just every time you pick up the guitar, you know, just kind of try it, you know, just kind of, instead of just randomly banging through the pentatonic scale. You know, do it, you know, over that whole progression. Now, the second time, experiment with different turnarounds right there. You know, over the D minor. It's a 5 minor, so you could kind of look at it as like, here's the 5th note, the D. You know. That's a different word there. You know, this 5 minor takes you out of this, out of the G. When I go, you it's a different tonality where it's like, okay, it's a little different here. Now I'm back into the G, but I'm messing it up a little bit by hitting a G sharp. Just enough to go back to something that's familiar. And when I get back to it, I'm gonna do the same thing. A minor, D7, maybe a sharp 9. Into your progression right there. Practice some chicken picking. Jeffrey Boyle, who's on your t-shirt today? Who? I don't know. Who's on my t-shirt today? Who is on my t-shirt today? Surprisingly enough, last week when I went off the deep end, I started playing a bunch of Kiss songs. I didn't get any copyright claims. I guess it was so bad that they didn't recognize it. They didn't recognize what I was trying to play there. So that's good. So when all else fails, it's good to suck. All right. So yeah, hopefully get something out of this. And I will mention my guitar course here because it's relevant here. There's a section of the course that goes through 2-5-1s all over the neck in the 5 positions of the cage system, C, A, G, E, D. So if you take what I show in my course on the cage system and you apply that lick, then you'll know it all over the place. And what an amazing thing to know right there. So the Essential Skills Collection for Guitar, where there's 8 videos, 2 videos on fretboard memorization, where you can memorize how to easily just locate all the notes over the fretboard. The Circle of Fifths, which is that steering wheel looking thing that tells you all the chords in every key and how to, move in fifths. And then there's a section on the blues, which we're doing right now. There's lots of PDFs and lots of backing tracks that I made, professional backing tracks. And not like my looper here today, real tracks I made on Pro Tools. And the cage system, like we were just talking about, playing 2-5-1s and all the chord shapes all over the neck. So check that out, link in the description for that. I would appreciate it. Thank you very much for that. And the buzz tone. That was great. So being you brought it up, you'll need to do a few Kiss licks when closing out today. All right, so I will. I'll try. You don't know who? I have no idea who is on my shirt today. No idea who is on my shirt today. Such a good one. Yes. No. Who? Yes. No, it's not yes. Then who is it? Right. Who's on first? Some guy. Mr. Cherry, what's happening? Some guy, give you a round of applause. Thanks for popping in there, some guy. All right. So, doing some blues here. In G. What is that? Is that she? Going down nowhere. Everybody knows. So go. I don't know. I'm just winging it. Off the cuff here. A little bit more Ace. We're still acing outs. We miss Ace. Rest in peace. Ace Frehley. The space Ace himself. The reason I think I'm playing guitar right now. My first love. Before Angus. So it was Ace Frehley. Then there was Angus Young. And then Eddie Van Halen and Randy Rhoads. Maybe at the same time. Or Eddie and Randy. You know. Of course, then came Yngwie Malmsteen. So, but I digress, or am I? We're having a good time here. We've got a few more minutes. Any questions about any of this stuff? Ask away. Hope you guys are having a great weekend so far. Any plans? What are you guys doing here on a Sunday besides hanging out with me, drinking some coffee? I know it's beer o'clock somewhere. Any ideas for future lives, future lessons? It's great to be here on a Sunday and not Monday or Tuesday or Wednesday like I have to do it when I'm out on the road. Speaking of out on the road, I'm going to Tahoe, Lake Tahoe on Sunday to play a gig. And yeah, it's at the South Shore Room at Harrah's. Yeah, Lake Tahoe, South Shore Room at Harrah's. I've been to Harrah's before in Lake Tahoe. That's on Saturday, this Saturday. That means that I'll be flying home on Sunday. That means we're going to be doing it on Monday next week. So Speak of the Devil next Sunday. No, Monday. Or actually, you know what? It's going to have to be on Tuesday. No. It's a thing. Okay, Monday. Monday it is. Next Monday. So, let's see. Jeffrey Boreal. What is that little sign right there? Is that a peace sign? Yeah, rest in peace. Ace. The Space Ace. There's so many great solos from Kiss in it. There's one that, what is it, that I love that was like that cool lick is like. What's it like? It's like. You know, it's like. He goes on to the major note on there. It's like, it's a minor pentatonic. It's like. Really hits that major. I thought he played like a turnaround like that. But yeah. Really, really, really cool stuff. That might be a little too clean. Ace was a little bit more, a little greasier in there, right? You know. Something like that. No, actually, I got lost. Anyway, shocked me. I get mixed up in G, A, whatever. Doesn't matter. I just know that it does switch up a whole step, and then it goes back down to the... After we played in A. And back to G. There. And that lick into G. And up there. And A. That's it. Like the G. All right. Rest in peace, Ace. Gave it another shot. Why not? We're going to close off every Sunday for the rest of the month playing some Kiss. How about that? Oh, I missed a couple of questions there. Are you using an amp now? Right now? No. It's an amp simulator that I'm plugged into right now. Wish you could see it right now on my board, but it's just I'm plugged into a Iridium. In what I'm playing, I actually have in my description, I have a list of all the gear I'm using. Check that out right there. But just a clean sound. This right here. This is the clean sound. That's just me going right into the Strymon Iridium pedal. right into the strum and iridium clean. And then I have a hot tone blues pedal that I use a lot for these lessons, like just for a little bit of distortion, you know, break it up. And if I want more of a heavier distortion, I have the blues driver. And if I want more sustain, I can kick on the hot tone as well as the blues driver. A little boost right there. So that's the pedals. That's the amp sim. Sounds great. Thank you very much for that. I was going to do another video on my pedal board today because I got a new pedal. I got a reverb pedal. It's an Oceans 3, I believe, by Electro Harmonic. And because I'm building a new pedal board for the road, something way lighter than what I've been using. So I'm going with a simple little board with just the tuner, the 2 distortion boxes, these actual boxes that I'm using, the hot tone and the blues driver. And I'm adding the little reverb pedal. It's a little baby one by Electro Harmonics, the Oceans 3. And then I'll go right into my Iridium. Or I might use the Lion that I have, so I don't have to bring this one. I can just leave it plugged in here. So that's going to be a little more compact. Hopefully half the weight. And it might sound better. Who knows? But you need that delay, that reverb, because, you know, without the reverb, especially going into the in-ears, it's really just dry. Like right now I have reverb. Hear that? That's part of the my plugins. It's all going to my computer. It's my console, which is a whole nother thing. And I have reverb, a little compression on there. Flat there. So that's the sound right there. Hopefully you're having a good time here today with me. Thanks for spending time with me. Any questions about this stuff, let me know. Thanks, Jeffrey Boyle. Buzz Tones right on. And thank you, everyone, for popping in here today. And very cool, Dana. Leighton. Everyone spending some time. It's Football Sunday. Let's kick it off. So we got a roll here today. So remember, guys, I love you, and thanks for hanging out with me here today. You are really, really, really amazing. And let's just see here. We're going to close this out here. So remember, be cool, be kind, and be cherry. And if you want to see another video that I did, how to add diminished arpeggios to the blues, which is very similar to this, only it's at the next level, easier, I believe. Check that out, too. And I love you. See you in the next one, guys. Bye. See you, Dana. Leighton. Love yous. And I'll catch you next week. All right. Have a great weekend, everybody. Cheers.